Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Fans find Savannah Chrisley insufferable. Savannah Chrisley has become insufferable to fans. This has been a long time coming at this point. People who are even fans of the Chrisleys are starting to feel the same way. This is not going to be good for Savannah, as a lot of her income is from social media. However, people are so fed up that they do not even want to see her social media posts. There is a lot to unfold and uncover. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Savannah Chrisley fights for parents' pardon. Savannah Chrisley has had her parents back since the moment they were sent to federal prison. However, she fought for 2.5 years while not losing hope. She and Grayson got the call from Trump himself, letting them know that he was going to pardon their parents. Savannah went to pick up Todd, while Grayson went to pick up Julie. The family was reunited for the first time. This was also the first time since being locked up that Todd and Julie got to see each other. Fans may not have agreed with the pardon. However, they did love to see the reunion between the parents and their children. She becomes insufferable to fans. Savannah Chrisley has sadly become insufferable to fans. They are fed up with her constantly posting things about MAJ and Donald Trump. It seems as though fans are not feeling Savannah or how she has been acting lately. Obviously, Savannah is a Donald Trump supporter. However, fans feel like, after the pardon, she is making too much of it. She is constantly wearing MAGA gear or posting about Trump. Fans just wish she would go back to posting a little more, but that is not about that. For years, Savannah Chrisley has held the spotlight with the poise of a pageant queen and the sass of a Southern firecracker. From Chrisley Knows Best to her own podcast Unlocked, she's made a name for herself as a strong-willed daughter, devoted sister, beauty entrepreneur, and now reluctant matriarch in the wake of her parents' imprisonment. But lately, fans aren't cheering her on. They are turning the channel. The once beloved blonde bombshell is now being labeled something far less flattering: insufferable. A shift in attitude. She used to be so relatable. One longtime fan commented on a viral Reddit thread titled, "What Happened to Savannah Chrisley?" Now everything she says feels like a performance, and not in a good way. The thread is packed with commentary from former supporters who now find her tone, attitude, and social media presence grating. From her preachy podcast rants to her seemingly rehearsed Instagram captions, many feel Savannah has morphed from charming to condescending. She talks like she's above it all, one user wrote. Every post sounds like a motivational speaker who just discovered a thesaurus. The podcast problem. Her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, was supposed to give fans unfiltered access to her thoughts, but perhaps they preferred her with a filter. In recent episodes, Savannah has been unapologetically vocal about everything: the justice system, the media, her siblings, and her views on God's timing. What started as inspiring transparency has soured into what some call relentless monologues, filled with self-praise and passive-aggressive digs. She doesn't know when to stop talking about herself, one commenter complained. Every topic turns into how hard her life is and how brave she is for surviving it. Others noted her tendency to talk over guests, making interviews more about her opinions than theirs. She invited a therapist on to talk about grief, one fan noted, and somehow she ended up making it about how she's the one holding the family together. Influencer vibes gone wrong. Even her Instagram, once a vibrant mix of family photos, glam shots, and Bible verses, has taken a tone that followers describe as holier than thou. One post read, "When God closes a door, he opens a window, but only if you're said a user on X, formerly Twitter. It's exhausting." Her captions are now filled with long-winded affirmations, and vague advice about being strong through adversity. And while fans once praised her for her strength following her parents' convictions, many are now fatigued. "It's like she's stuck in victim mode," another commenter said. "Yes, your parents went to prison. Yes, you're raising your brother and niece. But do you need to remind us every single day?" The Chrisley curse. Savannah's insufferable era, as fans have dubbed it, may not be entirely her fault. Since Todd and Julie Chrisley reported to prison, Savannah has taken on the full weight of the family's legacy, raising 17-year-old Grayson and 11-year-old Chloe, while also fending off media scrutiny. Still, critics argue that instead of growing humbler under pressure, she's only become more performative. "She's trying so hard to control the narrative," said a pop culture blogger. "She wants to be seen as this unbreakable warrior, but she comes off like she's campaigning for sympathy instead of just being real." Even her attempts at vulnerability are getting side-eyed. A recent podcast titled "What You Don't Know About Me" was panned by fans who said it was 90% humble brag and 10% rehearsed tears. Clashes with family. Fueling the backlash are rumors of behind-the-scenes drama between Savannah and her siblings. Chase Chrisley has been noticeably absent from family interviews and promotions. Some speculate he's distancing himself from the Savannah show. "She always makes it seem like she's the only one stepping up," said a source close to the family. But the others feel like she's hijacking the family brand and turning it into a solo act. In one particularly biting podcast episode, Savannah referred to herself as the only adult in the room, prompting fans to speculate whether that was a jab at her brother or perhaps even her imprisoned parents. "She's throwing everyone under the bus for a little bit of clout," one fan posted on TikTok. "It's not cute. Cancel culture or course correction." Still, some fans are defending Savannah, suggesting she's just under enormous pressure. "She's 26 years old, raising kids, running businesses, and navigating a public scandal," one commenter said. "Give her a break." But the sympathy is wearing thin. With each overshared quote, each exaggerated eye roll, and each Fox humble anecdote, Savannah's appeal seems to diminish. "She's turning into the kind of influencer she used to make fun of," said one listener. "It's sad." What's next for Savannah? If Savannah Chrisley wants to win back her audience, she may need to step out of the spotlight and take a hard look inward. Fans want vulnerability, not vanity. Strength, not superiority. Grace, not grandstanding. In the world of reality TV, where public opinion can turn on a dime, insufferable is a label that sticks, unless you do the hard work of proving people wrong. Until then, the once-adored Chrisley daughter may find her most loyal fans watching something else. Or worse, muting her altogether.